September 12th, distributing terms. A large number of the mistakes that students make when dealing with larger problems are mistakes in distributing, including the legendary freshman's dream. By taking a day to make sure that these basics are covered, I'm hoping we can avoid some of the more common issues. We call it distributing because we're taking a term and sharing it among everything inside. For example, if I told you to simplify, what you would do is draw these little arrows and multiply this outside term, a 5, by each term on the inside. 5 multiplied by 3x and 5 multiplied by a negative 1. If I complete these, I get 15x minus 5. This concept seems straightforward, but mistakes are common with distributing. Try simplifying each of these examples. 3 times x gives us 3x. 3 times 1 gives us a positive 3. If I distribute a negative 2, negative 2 times positive 2x gives us a negative 4x, where negative 2 times a negative 3 gives us a positive 6. Many students make sign errors on at least one of those. Lastly, 4 multiplied by negative 3y is a negative 12y. 4 multiplied by 2z is a positive 8z. And 4 multiplied by a positive 1 is a positive 4. When there's not a number, such as this last example, we assume that there's an invisible 1. So negative 1, when distributed, is multiplied first by negative 2x, which gives us a positive 2x. Negative times a negative comes out positive. Negative 1 multiplied by 3 gives us a negative 3. With each of these, we've seen a couple of common issues, the biggest one being that you need to watch your signs. We can also connect the idea of combining like terms and distributing together in problems like the following example. Simplify. Negative 4x plus 6 times the quantity 2x plus 4. First we distribute, then we combine like terms. So 6 times 2x gives me a 12x. 6 times a positive 4 gives me a positive 24. The negative 4x from the top is carried down, and I look for common terms. It turns out that negative 4x and 12x have the same term. They both have the variable x. I combine only the coefficients, negative 4 plus 12, and I get 8x plus 24. With that out of the way, let's take a second and make sure we have this down. Try each of the following. First we distribute. 6 times 2x, 12x. 6 times 4, a positive 24. And negative 4x carries down. Same exact problem. 8x plus 24. Next, first we distribute. 4 times 3x gives us 12x. 4 times 2 gives us 8. And we carry down the original terms. They do not change. There are two terms here that are x terms. We can combine those, and that gives us 14x. There are two terms that are constants or numbers. If we combine those, we get 14. Our answer is 14x plus 14. Next example, first we distribute. Notice the negative comes with the 3. It is a negative 3 times x, and a negative 3 times 5. We carry down the first couple of terms, negative 2x plus 2, and now we're going to match them up. I see we have x terms underlined here in red. That gives us a negative 5x, and we have constants underlined in green. That gives us a negative 13. That's our final answer. Last example, we distribute first. Negative 2 times 4x gives us negative 8x. Negative 2 times negative 1 We are multiplying two numbers that are both negative, so it comes out positive. We carry down our first two terms, which have not changed, and we combine like terms. There are two x terms, 5 and negative 8, giving us a negative 3x. There are two numbers, or constants, negative 6 plus 4, giving us a negative 4. We'll do one problem from the back that may have been challenging. There are two different distributing steps in this problem. The negative 3 becomes negative 3y minus 12, as we multiply negative 3 times y and negative 3 times 4. We add to this a 9y, 9 times y, and a minus 18, positive 9 times negative 2. We carry down the two other terms from the original problem, and we combine like terms. There are three y terms, negative 3 plus 9 minus 2. That gives us 4y. The constant terms, 5 minus 12 minus 18. That gives us minus 25.